On March 13th, the Museum of Discovery and Science in Fort Lauderdale will celebrate its 20th annual Wine, Spirits, and Culinary Celebration. And here is the museum's president and CEO, Kim Cavendish, to dish about the event. Kim, first of all, I'm a big fan of yours anyway. We've known each other for years. But
Yeah.
but any interview that includes this is, I mean,
gotta love it.
come on. So great.
Yep, I can't wait to be done so we can start chowing
Yeah,
down
we're
here.
just eating. That's right. Nice to see you again. How are you?
Fun to be here, thanks.
Good. So, big event. Your annual big event is coming up, the 20th annual this time.
The most fun event in Fort Lauderdale, we have to say.
Okay, you could say
20
it.
years running just gets better and better.
Yeah, it's got a long, full title, the 20th Annual Bank of America Wine, Spirits, and Culinary Celebration at the Museum of Discovery and Science. I've been, I don't know, 3 years running, whatever. It's great. It's amazing. What's going to be extra great and amazing this year?
Well, it's always great and amazing, but we have just the creme de la creme of restaurants this time. I think more than ever. We've got 40 restaurants, I think. So we've got, Capitol Grill and Grill 401, Lobster Sea Bar, just really all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, great wines that Southern Wine and Spirits brings for us, and the support we've been getting has been fantastic.
So for people who haven't been yet, explain how it works.
Well, if you've got a platinum ticket, you come at 5:30 for the best of the best. Regular ticket, you get in at 6:30. You have the opportunity to try signature dishes from all these dozens of restaurants, and then literally dozens upon dozens upon dozens of wine, depending on how strong you are that night. And of course we have spirits as well, and even craft beers. After the grand tasting is over, there's sort of an after party with more sort of dessert food and liqueurs and so forth, and rock and roll. By the way, there's dancing. So
it's a great party.
Yeah, what's not to love?
Yeah. And it's very like sort of South Florida cool chic.
Yeah, we sort of say city chic.
Yeah.
People come, the girls glam it up a little, and the guys are a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah. I wore like Hugh Hefner pajamas last time. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. No.
Not the Nehru jacket.
No, well maybe this year I'm gonna go just like full on Hef. And it's for a good cause.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Museum Discovery and Science, we couldn't operate without support from the community, so this is a big piece of that.
Again, for people who don't know too much about the Museum of Discovery and Science, we're there a lot because you guys always have cool stuff, but also educational stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's great for family entertainment. It's great for learning science in a very engaging way. We've got a big exhibit on the brain right now, and of course we have our IMAX theater with all the best movies coming out of Hollywood and the best documentaries for the giant screen.
So let's get back to the party because really, I mean, let's spend all of our time talking about this really cool party. How long have you personally been in charge of the party?
Well, I go back to the 80s with the Museum of Discovery and Science, so I go back to the beginning.
So where it was then to where it is now, I mean, are we talking like light, light years?
It actually started out pretty big.
Yeah.
But I think every year we refined it a little bit. Like last year we had a little bit of traffic problem getting people in the door fast enough, so we fixed that this year. They'll be able to get right in because we've got more entrances. Every year we try to change just a little something so that it won't be exactly the same party every year.
And you have such a cool cross-section of people that go. It's like you're going to run it, you'll see celebrities, sort of local celebrities, but you're going to see really all different, walks of life. People are there.
We do. The sort of young business community is there, but the people that are sort of the movers and shakers in Fort Lauderdale and Broward County are also there. So there is a little bit of everything, and really all ages. Everyone seems to enjoy it.
And you have otters.
We have otters.
Yes.
Part of what's fun is that, while you're drinking your wine and tasting all this great food, you're actually in the museum walking around among the exhibits. So, of course, we've got the live river otters, we've got alligators and sharks, we've got a simulated hurricane. So you can have a lot of fun while you're at this party.
And there's so many different, you mentioned 40 restaurants. There's so many different types of food. Like I think the mistake that I've made is that I get there and I just pig out like in the first 10 minutes. You got to be selective.
You have to pace yourself.
Yeah, you have to pay. You're in for the long haul here.
Right.
Yeah.
And pace yourself on the wine too.
Well,
because they're very generous.
They are. They're just copious amounts.
Yes.
Yeah, bring a driver.
And a lot of great variety with the wine too. It's just like with the food. You've got a little Italian, you've got a little Oriental, you've got kind of Southwestern, you have your basic wonderful American beef dishes. So you really have a taste of everything.
What goes into the process for you in terms of choosing who's coming? which wines to bring and what restaurants to bring? Is it like a feeding, like everybody wants in and you get to pick and choose, or how does it work?
Well, not quite, but there's certainly, I think the best of the best do want to be in. I mean, sometimes we've got to talk them into it because they've got to bring food for a couple thousand people. So the restaurants that are participating are really doing a great service for the museum and very much appreciated by us.
And if this party wasn't big enough, now you got to start preparing for the next big one, the museum's annual gala coming up in the fall. All you got to do is just throw huge parties.
Well, we do a little more than that, but the parties are fun. And you know, one thing that's kind of cool about the wine event is very different from the annual gala. Annual gala is a beautiful, formal sit-down affair with auctions and so forth, and some presentations from the podium and a dance band and so forth. But you know, you're sitting at a table a lot of the time. Well, this party, the wine event, you're walking around the museum, you're seeing everybody you know. So it's really more like a big walk around, you know, do a little dancing, walk around, eat and drink a lot, see everybody you know in Fort Lauderdale.
And really, the fact that you're walking around, you're probably burning off, I'm going to say 40 calories.
Oh, sure.
So,
easily.
you know, one bite of what you're going to have is just gone. Just
exactly.
Like that.
It's a self-perpetuating party.
And let me tell you, I know we mentioned this earlier, but the dessert station, at least last year, woo, baby.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of choices. A lot of choices, both at the after party and during the regular tasting.
I think if you want to go, and by the way, it is March 13th in the Museum of Discovery and Science. If you want to go, I would say start dieting right now.
Yes.
Be good for a few weeks, and then just pig out.
Right, and then just let yourself go.
Just let yourself
They can
go.
call 954-712-1159 for more information, or go to our website, that's mods.org.
All right, I will see you there. It will be a wonderful
Absolutely.
event, and always great to see you.
Good to be here, and thank you.
Have a great event.
Okay.